You're listening to The Startup with Monique LeRae, only on LA Talk Radio.
How's it going, Los Angeles? This is The Startup with Monique LeRae, and I'm Monique LeRae. How's it going? I'm excited to be with you on a beautiful Sunday here in Laguna once again. We'll be back in studio really soon. I think our next show will be actually, it won't be in studio, but it will be Skid Row. So we're going downtown LA, Skid Row area on November 21st for the Thanksgiving feed. We're doing that this year again. It'll be the second annual. We started it last year where we gave warm meals and personal hygiene kits out to people in the community. So we're going to do that again. You'll see some announcements about that. If you are a sponsor brand or someone that might be interested, we would love to have you. And today I'm giving the whole show to an amazing gal who is retiring her profession as a nurse to start a business in the middle of a pandemic or at the tail of a pandemic. Jennifer McCrae's here. How are you, Jennifer?
Hello, LA. Hi, I'm doing very well. Thank you.
Good to see you. And for the listeners and viewers who aren't familiar with you and haven't seen you here before, why don't you go ahead and tell everyone where you're from, what you used to do or about to retire, and what you're doing now.
I am in Wichita, Kansas. I have been doing for the last 25 years. I have been in emergency medicine, and I've been a trauma nurse and an infusion nurse, and I am hoping to leave. And my goal right now is to full-time be a hydration infusion nurse and have that be my business. And the last time we talked, I did not disclose what I was doing, but now I'm going to tell the world. This is my open and telling everybody that I will be opening and starting this here in Wichita with the hope to expand and open it up in a few other places. So locations to be determined, and you all will be the very first to know what those locations are when we decide that. So very excited to be doing that.
Congratulations. We're excited to have you here on LA Talk world premiere. She's putting in her few weeks notice. We don't know exactly when, but she's putting in a few months notice, right? Like,
yes.
So congratulations on, congratulations on taking this bold next step. I know it's, in usual times, it's already scary or challenging or exciting or thrilling, just however you view it, to start a new business. But with the added stressors that come with, coming on the tail end of a pandemic and having other things going on, this makes it especially challenging, especially with supply chain issues. What are your thoughts on that?
To be honest, I have not even given that much thought because right now it's just been getting things together, finding out what are the niche markets that would be of best use here. And of course, I think what's topmost on everyone's mind is immunity. What are some immunity things that we can do? And I think people have been looking holistically in terms of doing things preventatively instead of and be proactive rather than reactive. And that is what I would like to do, is help people be very proactive in their health and health maintenance. And so doing, getting some proprietary blends, putting together and doing things that are more in the immune realm. And so not just hangover cures, but doing things that are immune health, immune supportive, so that we can not just get on top of something, but prevent it entirely. So that's great. That's the goal right now.
And it sounds like you're not alone. I mean, I think we've all become hyper aware of our immune system. I'm cranking out 8 different vitamins now. I just added maybe a 9th one. Was it ginkgo biloba or something? It's just the list goes on and on. But now that people are aware of it, and it is a higher priority than ever before, I think it's a great time to launch something in that realm. Can you disclose a little bit more specifically without giving away your jewels? But Who would be your target audience for clients, and what exactly are you going to be doing?
Well, I think there's such a broad variety. We've got, like in a lot of places, we've got colleges here. We've got, one of the areas that I may be focusing on are, because it's a little bit of a different population, and not necessarily even for immunity status exactly, but because pregnant women just need a little bit different support. So pregnant women, and one area, of course, that we have been noticing a lot, we've been protecting our immunocompromised population. And one part of that immunocompromised population are our chemotherapy patients. So they need a little bit of support in terms of they get sick because of the chemotherapy, and they need hydration support because of that, and also immune support. So I was saying, as we've all been, lots of us take a multivitamin once a day, and now because of all of this, and myself included, I have a whole shelf of probably 20 different things, and you go through and you're taking vitamin D and vitamin C and zinc and this and this and this. Well, we now have those combinations. And one of them is called a Myers cocktail, and that's not a secret. That's been very common in the hydration world. And because when you take things orally, that goes through your digestive system, and some things are taken in, but other things are discarded. When you do that, when you're going in IV, more of those nutrients are absorbed, and your body uses that more efficiently. So when you're taking in those things like your vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, those kinds of things, and doing it IV, then you're getting much more of it. So it's more beneficial if you're doing it that way than taking your vitamins, because you can take 10 times the amount orally and still not get the benefit that you're doing IV. And when you're doing an IV infusion in 30 or 40 minutes, you're getting a much higher benefit than taking all those vitamins every day.
Okay, so I like that you broke down the water soluble versus non-water soluble, and the benefits and time release things, because those are important components, and especially if you're looking to maximize it right now. I know, like, athletes need it right now, like pregnant women need it right now. Yeah, like even like people who have been out in maybe their survival, they've been hiking and they need their hydration right now, right, to replenish. So having it be water soluble and not water soluble. What are the immediate needs in your region, would you say, as far, like, give us a sense of like the economy in Wichita? What are people doing mainly for work and recreation? Like, give us a demographic a little bit of Wichita.
So Wichita, we are very much an airline industry. We've got multiple airlines here, so lots of engineers, lots of engineers here. We do have outdoor activities. This is the prairie, of course, and the spring and summer months are the biggest times for outdoor activities. We've got runners, bikers. Obviously, we don't have mountains here, so people aren't hiking. This is hunting season. It's hot and humid in the summer, so we do have, we've got races, and we have those kinds of activities. So in terms of the population in athletics, we have universities, multiple universities here. So there is a population of university students. So I'm sure that the hangover hydration would be pretty popular here for that. This time of year, since we don't have, right now we have beautiful weather. It was almost 80 degrees today, but we don't have that year-round nice weather like LA does.
Yeah.
But it's not. It isn't that beautiful weather year round. So we don't have the athletic activities like that in the winter. But
okay.
But we do have. Farmers is an agricultural society, so we do have farming. We've got farming in the spring and summer. But people still. We still have gyms all over the place, and still have indoor athletics, and of course the college athletics. So there's plenty of that. And because we do go gather in the winter, people are still doing lots of athletic exertion kinds of things, just indoors.
Good. Okay, so yeah, that's a really great description of a descriptor of what it is. I think you hit something really relative to everywhere in the world, which is the college students. They're always gonna have fraternities and sororities. They're always gonna be pledging. They're always gonna be drinking and celebrating midterms and finals and whatever football games. So that might be a cool avenue as well, Jennifer, to kind of like focus on that. I mean, even flight attendants, right? I mean, traveling a lot, I travel as much as a flight attendant these days, right? So, I mean, dehydrated up
there. Since you bring up, now this is something that we're sort of working on with my MD partner about jet lag. So that's something that we are working on. And as soon as we work that out, I would love to give you like the first try once we get that out, which actually could potentially be in airports kind of all over. That's something that we've been kicking around. Yes.
Oh my gosh. I would love to be a jet lag hag.
Yes. Yes. It's a very exciting prospect that we could potentially help people use their. So I don't know that we have huge international travel from here exactly, but there are plenty of airports around the area that do have international travel coming in and out. So we're looking at testing. Yes.
I think Chicago.
Yes, Chicago, Oklahoma City, Kansas City are fairly close to here that have some direct international travel. Yeah.
I mean, this is really exciting, Jen, because, those kiosks are jumping up everywhere, all over all the airports. And you see more and more things that you find at the pharmacy or at the store in those, we really are relying on vending machines through this thing. I think I had a full dinner in a vending machine when I landed, wherever I was, Spain or wherever, because everything was closed when you get there. So yes. I love this. What would you need for support? Like if someone's listening or viewing right now, listening and viewing, and they're interested in what you're talking about, what kind of support, what kind of need are you looking to have met in this phase of your startup?
Well, support, I would love to have you hit me up on Instagram or send me emails. I am hoping that very soon I will have at least a landing page up so that I can put up the things, the services I'll be offering. And we're getting, since I'm going to be mobile and not have a brick and mortar, that actually decreases the amount of time that I will need to. It's getting supplies together, getting our brands together, because I will be going to people rather than having them come. So I don't need to get chairs and all of those things because I'm kind of a have bag will travel kind of thing.
Yes. So I've seen your binder, by the way.
Yes. So letting me know, and actually, yes. So giving me some ideas what of interest to you. I know there are wedding parties, there's bachelorette and bachelor parties, those kinds of things. And of course, we all are into to being healthy and looking younger and those kinds of things. So what would be of interest to you? And so throwing out ideas of additional markets that would be helpful to you, because then that would be, and of course, airports, if I could just hang out in an airport for a couple of days, those, because you and I both live in airports. So, that's a group of people. Yeah. Just letting me know the kinds of things and even just the kinds of swag, what things would be useful to you? What would be helpful to you?
No, it's a great question. I think everything, I think, and let's open this up for comments down below. You guys drop a comment. If you're watching on Facebook now, what do you guys want to see in the hydration, health, mobility space? Like when you're traveling for work or you're coming off a long trip and you need to turn that around and go to go to a family function, or, I think that a lot of things are, the same that we need, some good fresh water. I need my vitamins. I need packaging, convenience, you know, a nice change of sporty clothes, some airplane socks, lip gloss, yeah, sunglasses, of course,
the reusable,
hydration.
like reusable cool packs. And maybe if there's coming up, maybe what we really need is the family relief package, which is, so we figure out some blends to like detox from the family.
The after in-law pack.
Yeah, there you go. The
after the in-law pack, guys. So we have the jet lag hag bag.
And the after in-law detox package.
Jet lag hag bag. After in-laws kit. Pre-wedding kit. After the what else? We could do like after bachelor party. There's a lot of stuff to do.
We signed up for overtime package, which every nurse has done. Yes, the why did I do this package? Yeah.
So why did I do this package? That could be for everybody. Like why did I do this? And then you fill in the blank, guys. Maybe you can have a little line under there. Why did I do this? And underneath, write in what you did.
That is not industry specific. That can be anybody. That can be
anybody and anything, anywhere on the globe.
That can be
why do I keep doing this?
That's right. Exactly. Waitresses, why do I keep doing this? Why haven't I quit yet? The why haven't I quit yet package. Exactly.
I love it. We're copywriting that right now, guys. So you can't have it. Right? Yeah, but everybody drop down in the box here in the comments for Jennifer. She's kind of using this as a crowd fund of inspiration to find out what your needs are. Like what do you need? What other industries are we overlooking? I know that there's a lot of truck drivers right now who are overloaded and want to be in Christmas. There's a lot of people, hanging out literally in my backyard on shipping containers for over 2 months now, who need some TLC. What are the needs? I know the news stations, the people who are in news vans are always on the go. I'm sure there's a news crew bag of something that they specifically could use. Who are those 24 hours out there? Those Amazon people that are helping us get what we need. So yeah, drop in, link down, scroll down and write what you guys think out there. I feel like we have a good sense of what's going on, but we could be missing a whole section that we don't know about.
Yes, my patients have been some of my best resources because I feel like after 25 years, I have a pretty good idea of what's out there and what needs. And then somebody else comes in and says, no, I had a family member and we needed A, B, C, and D. And I would never have thought about that because there's so many individualized needs for different diseases and different disease processes. And my patients have been a wealth of information for things I never would have thought of. So yes, yeah, they've been wonderful, and they send me texts all the time. Oh, did you think about this?
They're excited.
Yes, I found this to be very helpful. Why don't you add this? Yeah, so
I love it. Yeah, you're not skimping on the access of who you have around, which I like because you're just drawing from. Because the thing is, when people have their ear to the ground, they're actually in it. They will give you the real information. So getting feedback from the community that you're in or around or have access to, or even if you don't know, but just having, that's a really smart move, I think, for any entrepreneur in general. Just bite your ego, bite your pride, if that's even a factor, and just ask for suggestions, ask for help. We don't know it all. We think we do, but we don't. So Jennifer is great. I think you've been like that always. Like you're not afraid to ask for what it is, and getting out of your own way sometimes the first step, Right.
Yes, exactly. And I found that just because I'm looking at it from one side, because I'm seeing it from this side of the door, but I'm not seeing it from the other side of the door, which is the patient side or the family member side. And they're saying, wow, I really wish that somebody had offered X. and
Right.
because they're looking at it from a completely unique perspective. So just talking to people at the airport, or standing in line at Starbucks, they've been a wealth of information too, because people from all over. So they're my one Starbucks over here is across the street from the hospital. So those are a lot of healthcare workers, but the other one is across the street from the grocery store.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they're an entirely different group of people that come in. And with those people, they have a whole different, different jobs, different needs, so yes, Starbucks honestly has been a great source of information too.
I love it. You can't go wrong with a good Starbucks. You can get the coffee you want.
That's right.
And the help. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, so hold on one second. We got a little glitch here. Okay. So great. So go ahead and give us your plugs. Go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you really quickly. I'm sorry about the light here.
So I am on Instagram at the THE Real Airsick AIRSICKRN, and I also you can reach me at CTRLALTJEN@gmail.com. And right now that may be my business name. I haven't come up with my hydration infusion name, but again, I'm open. If somebody has a brilliant idea for an infusion company name, I am all ears. And if you come up with something and I end up using it, you will get a swag bag. And you can tell us which one you want. If you want the in-law detox package, or you want the
I love that. That's a good idea. I know we kind of softly mentioned it last time you were here. So everybody, think of something. Think of categories for Jen. She's not just asking to pick your brain and not give you anything. She wants to get you in. You're going to be trying some world exclusive items here for a new small business owner, female owned. So let's support that, and let's support her ambition here on the startup. So follow her on Instagram, drop down and give us your ideas. What about the food delivery people? They probably need something, like some spray, in between the mask wearing, maybe a mouth spray or something. But I'm thinking about mouth right now because I just went to the dentist, so I'm in pain. But like mouth, that could really be helpful. I don't know.
I know. I've been thinking about too, as you mentioned, masks. I've also been talking to somebody about doing some skincare because of all the mask things, but one thing at a time. So if I get once we get this launched, then potentially a skincare line may be coming because we've all been fighting with mask knee and all of those things. So
mask knee, I have that. Yeah,
I do too. It's the struggle is very real for like everyone in the world. So I know that is not a small group. It's everybody in the world is having that problem.
Wow, that could be the name of your skincare brand, Mask Me. I mean, we're coming up with a lot of stuff. We probably should talk about this offline. Hey guys, she's copywriting it. She's trademarking these things. So don't go there. But you can support. You can, we could name something after you or give you a shout out. But follow Jen, Airsick Jen RN, the real Airsick Jen RN. And for people who can't see your shirt, tell us what it says.
Oh, so it says superhero, and in the back, which you can't see, it says hero in big letters. This is from my good dear friend Monique Luray has sent me her swag, which I very proudly wear. So
thank you. That
so
shirt's from Donna Leah. Yep, shout out to Donna Leah Designs in Miami, Florida. That's female owned, and we really like their stuff there. And that was part of the gifting suite bag you just had for Emmy's week. So yes, thank you for rocking that. And she's got a lot of fun stuff. I'm actually headed to Brazil, you guys, on a red eye tonight with a stop in Florida. And stop in Chicago and stop in Florida because I got the cheap flight. So how that goes. But at any rate, we're headed down for the pandemic film, the international version of the Pandemic Project documentary. So we are chipping away at all these countries that we promised that we would bring. The goal of this was to be thorough. I wanted to cover every continent and get the perspective of all the people on the globe as much as we could. And so that's what we're doing. We're going to Brazil, Argentina, and Chile, and I'll be back in a week. So it's a super fast, quick trip, and wish us luck on that. And that will be countries number 11, 12, and 13 this year. And then next up will be Asia and Australia after that for next month. So then, and then we're almost done. So hopefully done by Christmas. That's the goal. So I went on a tangent there, but if you do have a Pandemic Project story, please email us at capaquariusmedia@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram at Monique Lorraine Stinson. That's at MoniqueLorestinson, or at Capaquarius Media. That's CAP like Capricorn, Aquarius like Aquarius, media @gmail.com. And you can follow us on the Pandemic Project documentary and the pandemic film. Yeah. So Jennifer, what do you want people to take away from this moment you're having, this global announcement? You know, I mean, you've been at church for a long time, and here you are stepping into your entrepreneurship full time. Yes.
Well, that if I can do it, you can do it, and it's scary and it's exciting, but I'm really hoping that this will help inspire other people to step out of the box and what we joke, we call the velvet-lined rut. You get really comfortable in the rut, and I'm stepping out of the velvet-lined rut and doing something for me, to better serve my patients instead of just in the hospital, to be proactive and better serve them, hopefully.
Yeah.
So embracing the fear. I'm embracing the fear.
I love it. Yeah. And I posted something recently on our at the Startup with Monique Lorraine Instagram page, which I forgot to plug. So you guys follow that. I'm doing some daily memes there for inspiration and just to be a little feisty. But to your point about the failure or the fear, I just posted, fear is the failure. And it's copywritten, so don't steal it, anybody. But yeah, fear is the failure. And so acknowledging that there's fear and replacing that with confidence in the inspiration will help. There's a reason why you got the idea. There's a reason why you feel pulled towards it so much so that you're going to resign. There's a reason why you're willing to eat top ramen. I'm talking about me. And, use a storage unit and stay in hostels and do it. You know what I'm saying? But there's a reason why. And that's because there's a guidance to this idea. There's a pull. So, let the vision pull you forward. I know that you're going to kill it. It sounds like you're really strongly rooted in a lot of groups and people that are inspiring you and giving you great ideas. And you're listening to the streets when it comes to what they want, what they need. So I don't see how you would go wrong with that.
I think the direction is a good direction. I think the projection is up. So yeah. It's just a matter of the implementation. I think the idea is solid. So, and I'm not the only one. I mean, Vegas is full of hydration buses, the drunk bus.
I know. I tried to do a show on them. I walked up to them one day. I'm like, we need to do a reality show on you guys. Well, there's people that are dehydrated everywhere. I mean, even, maybe there's a philanthropic arm that goes to some kids that need some water somewhere. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's an organization you launch out of this, hydration for everyone, not just, first world.
Yes. I mean, that would be a wonderful thing. That, there's the Doctors Without Borders. Maybe there's, nurses with IV bags. I don't know.
Nurses with IV bags. I'm writing all these down, Jennifer.
I am. I'm writing it down.
Write everything down. Guys, don't even try it because you'll get a cease and desist letter. These are all for Jen. But listen, thank you so much for being here, for rocking the Dawn Day. Congratulations on launching this. We're going to check back with Jennifer probably before the end of the year and the new year because we want to get your New Year's intentions, your list of intentions. We don't do New Year's resolutions, but intentions. But thank you guys for following me. I'll see you in Brazil in about a few hours, probably in a half a day. I'll see you there. And what will you start up today? Be well, and I'll see you soon, live from another place. Bye.
All right.
You're listening to The Startup with Monique LeRae, only on LA Talk Radio.